Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's lecture on benchmarks and performance objectives in contact centers. Contact centers are the nerve centers of customer interactions and ensures they operate effectively. It requires setting clear benchmarks and objectives. Now, we are going to cover a few topics in today's lessons or in today's lesson, which will include the following: benchmarks, types of benchmarks, standard contact center benchmarks, performance objectives, setting effective performance objectives, and we will then close with a short summary. Now, what is benchmarks? A benchmark is a standard or a point of reference used to evaluate the performance of a contact center. It acts as a goalpost to compare operational outcomes. It aims to set a level of excellence. Benchmarks can be based on industry best practices, historical performance data, or competitive standards. Now we have different benchmarks that we can use within a contact center or that we can apply within a contact center. We have internal benchmarks and also external benchmarks. Now, internal benchmarks focus on a contact center's past performance, such as comparing current metrics to those achieved during the same period, maybe in the previous year. And external benchmarks is based on industry standards and competitor performance. For example, it includes customer satisfaction ratings, first call resolution rates, and average handling time. Now, after that, we have going to look at the standard contact center benchmarks have within the contact center. Now, the standard contact center benchmarks is service levels, first call resolutions, average handling time, and customer satisfaction. Service levels, like I said in our previous lecture, it is the percentage of calls answered within a specific time frame. And first call resolution refers to the percentage of customer issues or calls resolved during the first interaction that the customer is having with the contact center or with the agent. And then average handling time is the average time it takes to resolve a customer's query while you're talking to the customer. And then customer satisfaction is a measurement of a customer satisfaction with the service that they have received. Now, when we working with benchmarks, it's very much important that we also look at performance objectives because they are measurable targets that define specific goals for contact center agents and teams. And these objectives guide agents towards achieving the desired service level and operational efficiency within their contact center. They are typically aligned to the contact center's overall goals, such as improving customer satisfaction, reducing costs, or increasing productivity. Now, those performance objectives that we need to look into when we talk about service levels is response time, customer satisfaction, efficiency metrics, and quality assurance. Now, when we talk about response time, we need to make sure that customers are responded to within a predefined time. For example, within 60 seconds of receiving the call. And then customer satisfaction, like I said, it is a score. We achieve a specific customer score by resolving issues effectively and maintaining a positive customer experience. The efficiency metrics, we have to set goals for our average handling time, which means we are going to minimize agents' time on each call while ensuring quality is also offered at the same time. And then quality assurance is we need to maintain a set quality standard within our contact centers. That is what will make us different from our competitors. And then a quality standard can be something like achieving a percentage of calls or meeting quality guidelines. For example, 95% of our calls must adhere to the quality standard that we have set for ourselves within our contact center. And then we need to set effective performance objectives. To be effective, performance objectives should include or should be SMART goals, realistic expectations, continuous feedback. What do we mean with SMART goals? We need to make sure that our goals are specific, they are measurable, they are achievable, they are relevant, and also time bound. And then when we talk about realistic expectations, we must make sure that we avoid overly ambitious objectives that could lead to burnout or maybe affect the morale of our agents in our contact center. Continuous feedback, very much important. We need to interact with our clients. We might need to make sure that we provide them with regular feedback so that continuous feedback. When we talk about continuous feedback, we need to make sure that we provide regular feedback to our agents about their performance and areas for improvement. That way, we will be able to then set effective performance objectives. And then we also need to make sure that we integrate benchmarks with our performance objectives. And then for a contact center to thrive, their benchmarks and the performance objectives must be seamlessly integrated. The benchmarks provide reference points for setting performance objectives, while performance objectives guide the day-to-day operations to meet those benchmarks. Regular reviews of performance against the benchmarks helps identify gaps and opportunities for improvement. For example, if the benchmark of a first call resolution is 80%, the performance objective for the agent may be set to at 85%. If an agent's FCR, which is the first call resolution, is lower, coaching can then be provided to help improve the performance of that specific agent. Now, in conclusion with today's lesson, I want you to remember that benchmarks and performance objectives are powerful tools for managing the contact center. Benchmarks provide the yardstick for success, while performance objectives focus efforts on meeting or exceeding these standards. Now, by utilizing both, contact centers can enhance efficiency, boost agent morale, and most importantly, deliver excellent customer service. Thank you for attending, and also thank you for listening, and have a great day further.